Hey there, this is Carl and my dog Franklin coming at you one more time with our very last All Memphis lesson of the school year. Thank you so much for tuning in with us, and I hope you've learned a lot about reading and writing from our classes. So, you know the drill. I need you to grab a piece of paper, a pen or pencil, and something you can write on, and we'll get started in just a moment. Awesome. So just like normal, today we're going to get started with oral expression. And today's prompt is, today I feel. Today I feel. Everybody take a moment and think, how do you feel today? Awesome. I'm going to go first. Today I feel better. Yesterday I was feeling a little under the weather, but today I have my energy back and I'm feeling better. How are you feeling today? Make sure to speak in a complete sentence. Awesome. Now it's time for our card deck. Suffix ing. What does it mean? Very good. Happening right now. Awesome job. Ink. Your turn. Very good. Ink. Your turn. Very good. Onk. Your turn. Very good. Unk. Your turn. Very good. Ang. Your turn. Very good. Ing. Your turn. Very good. Ong, your turn. Very good. Ung, your turn. Awesome. Suffix S, what does it mean? That's right, more than one. Very good. K, what's the sound? That's right. K, at the end of a short one-syllable word after a short vowel. J, what's the sound? That's right. J, at the end of a short one-syllable word after a short vowel. Very good. Ch, what's the sound? That's right. Ch, at the end of a short one-syllable word after a short vowel. Suffix ed, what does it mean? That's right. Happened in the past. Very good. We have three sounds for this suffix. The first one is t. What's the sound? That's right. If the base word ends in an unvoiced letter. The second sound is d. What's the second sound? That's right, d. If the base word ends in a voiced letter. The third sound is id. What's the third sound? That's right, id after base words ending in d or t. A, what's the sound? That's right, a, because the e at the end makes the vowel say its name. I, what's the sound? That's right, I, because the E at the end makes the vowel say its name. First sound, you, what's the sound? That's right, you. Second sound is oo, what's the second sound? That's right, oo, because the E at the end makes the vowel say its name, and the letter U is rude, so we have two sounds, U and oo. Awesome. O, what's the sound? That's right. O, because the E at the end makes the vowel say its name. E, what's the sound? That's right. E, because the E at the end makes the vowel say its name. Suffix ER, we have four meanings for this word. More, greater, one who, or that which. If you're faster, you're more fast. If you're taller, you're more tall or greater in height. A thinker is one who thinks, and a boiler is that which boils. Awesome job. Suffix est, what does it mean? That's right, greatest or most. All at the end of short words. Your turn. End of short words. Good. Oi, what's the sound? That's right. Oi in the beginning or middle of words. Oi, what's the sound? That's right. Oi at the end of words. R, what's the sound? That's right. R. Second sound is What's the second sound? That's right. At the end of longer words after L, like dollar. E, what's the sound? That's right. E in the middle of words. Ah, what's the sound? That's right. Ah in the beginning or middle of words. Very good. Ah, what's the sound? That's right. Ah at the end of words or when followed by a single L or N. Which two letters? That's right. L or N. Suffix less. What does it mean? That's right. Without. Very good. First sound is eh. What's the sound? That's right. Eh. Second sound is e. What's the second sound? That's right. E. First sound is I. What's the first sound? That's right. I. Second sound is I. What's the sound? That's right. I at the end of an open syllable. Ah, what's the first sound? That's right. Ah, second sound is O. What's the sound? That's right. O at the end of an open syllable. Or, what's the sound? That's right. Or, second sound is What's the second sound? That's right. At the end of longer words after S or T, like professor or doctor. Awesome. A, what's the sound? That's right. A in the middle of words. A, what's the sound? That's right. A at the end of words. Full, suffix full, what does it mean? That's right. Full of or having. Very good. All right, we have three sounds. The first sound is y. What's the sound? That's right. Y. Second sound is I. What's the second sound? That's right. I at the end of short words. The third sound is E. What's the third sound? That's right. E at the end of longer words. Awesome. What's the sound? That's right. The most common spelling for Very good. What's the sound? That's right. Ah. The second sound is A. What's the second sound? That's right. A at the end of an open syllable. First sound is What's the first sound? That's right. Now, the letter U is rude, so we have two more sounds. What's the first sound? That's right. U at the end of an open syllable. Very good. What would the third sound be? That's right. Ooh at the end of an open syllable. Awesome job. What's the sound? That's right. I, usually followed by a T. What's it followed by? That's right, a T. O, what's the sound? That's right. O in the middle of words. Awesome job. Now, we're going to read some words. Mr. Schneider is going to box some words, and we are going to read them. Are you ready? I box, you read. Go ahead. Great. You should have read honey, second, squirrel. Your turn. Very good. Honey, second, squirrel. Your turn. Awesome job. Now let's learn a new sight word. Who's ready to learn a new sight word? This is the word shiver. What's the word? That's right, shiver. Shiver is spelled S-H-I-V-E-R, shiver. How is it spelled? That's right, S-H-I-V-E-R, shiver. Now let's trace it in the air 3 times to lock it in our brains. Awesome. S-H-I-V-E-R, shiver. Again. S-H-I-V-E-R, shiver. Last time. S-H-I-V-E-R, shiver. Way to go. What's the word? That's right. Shiver. Now, we're going to review some words to read. Mr. Schneider will underline the word, and I want you to write it on your paper. Are you ready? Awesome. Let's go. Go ahead and write down this word, Great, now write down this word. Awesome, write down this word. Awesome, let's do this word. Great, coming on down to the second row, write this word. Great, let's write this word. Write this word. And finally, write this word. Great. Now we're going to annotate these words to make them easier to read. Some of these are real words and some of them are syllables. Say syllables. Very good. Yesterday, Mr. Schneider taught you about the difference between an open syllable and a closed syllable. And today, we're going to figure out which of these is open and which is closed. So the first thing we're going to do is underline all of our vowels. Go ahead and get started by underlining the vowels in the top row, and then I'll check your work. Great, you should have underlined this one, this one, this one, and this one. All right, go ahead and take a look at that bottom row and knock those out. All right, you should have underlined this, 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 and this. How did you do? Great. The next thing we're going to look for are our digraphs and trigraphs. Does anybody see any digraphs or trigraphs on this page? I see one. Don't get tricked. Very good. We have one right here. That's a digraph where two letters come together to make one sound. Awesome. Now I want us to look for consonant blends. For consonant blends, and we're going to box those. Can you find any in the first row? Yeah, there are a lot. Make sure you find them all. Awesome. You should have under or boxed these letters, these letters, these letters, these letters. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the bottom row. Now it's your turn to do the bottom row. Great. We should have boxed these letters, these letters, these letters, and these letters. Did you find all the blends? Awesome job. Now we're going to do a little bit of an extension to make sure that we are growing our brains around open syllables and closed syllables. Who can remind me, if a syllable ends with a vowel, what kind of syllable is it? That's right, an open syllable. And what symbol do we draw over the vowel to make it long? That's right, a macron. So we're going to look through now, and all of our syllables that end with vowels, we're going to go ahead and draw a macron over those vowels. The line should be really straight. Mr. Schneider, just with the computer, it's a little tricky. Great. These next three syllable types end with a consonant. So what kind of syllables are those? That's right. Closed. Awesome job. So we're going to draw what's called a breve over the vowel in these words. Little breve there, little breve there, little breve there. Awesome. This makes reading these words super easy, so I want you to go ahead and do that now. Read the top row. Awesome. You should have read try, prue, stew, and bro. Did you get them right? Awesome. Let's look at the bottom row. Go ahead and read them. Awesome. You should have read glay, stin, flen, truck. Did you get those right? Awesome. Now we're going to make it spicy by asking some tricky questions about these words. In the first row, what rhymes with glow? That's right. Bro rhymes with glow. In the second row, name the word that is an automobile or something you could drive. Very good. You should have circled truck. Awesome. In the first row, read me this word. Ooh. That's right. Stew. And in the second row, plape is to play as glade is to. That's right. Glay. Awesome job. Way to read those words and answer those tricky questions. All right, now it's time for auditory drills. I'll say a sound, you'll repeat it, and then you'll write it down on your paper. But don't get tricked because a lot of these sounds have special rules. The first sound I want you to write is S. What's the sound? That's right, S, when followed by an E, I, or Y. So think about our tricky spelling rule. What says S when followed by an E, I, or Y? Write it down. Great. The next thing I want you to write is the suffix that means more than one. Which suffix? That's right, more than one. Write it down. Awesome. The next sound I want you to write is you. What's the sound? That's right, you at the end of an open syllable. Write it down. Great. The next sound I want you to write says E. What sound? That's right. E at the end of an open syllable. Write it down. Awesome. The next sound I want you to write says O. What's the sound? That's right. O at the end of an open syllable. Write it down. Great. The next sound I want you to write says ooh. What does it say? That's right. Ooh at the end of an open syllable. Don't get tricked. Awesome. The next sound I want you to write is I. What's the sound? That's right. I, as in igloo. Write it down. Great. The next sound I want you to write is ah. What's the sound? That's right. Ah, as in ox. Great. The next sound I want you to write down is What's the sound? That's right. As in fern. Awesome. The next sound I want you to write is ing. What's the sound? That's right. Ing, as in sing. Write it down. Great. The next sound I want you to write is k, as in cat. What's the sound? That's right. K, as in cat. Write it down. Great. And the final sound I want you to write says eh. What does it say? That's right. Eh, as in egg. Go ahead and write it down. Awesome. Are you ready to check your work? Great. At first, you should have written C says S when followed by an E, I, or Y, which is the soft C rule. Awesome. Next, you should have written suffix S means more than one. Next, you should have written U says U at the end of an open syllable. Next, you should have written E says E at the end of an open syllable. Awesome. Next, you should have written O says O at the end of an open syllable. Next, you should have written U says oo at the end of an open syllable. Great. Then you should have written I, igloo, O, ox, aw, fern, fern, ing, sing, ing, ing, sing. Then you should have written then you should have written fern, Then you should have written ing, sing, ing. Then you should have written see, cat, k. And finally, you should have written e, egg, eh. Go ahead and make sure your paper looks like mine. And if it doesn't, fix those mistakes. No worries. Great. Are you ready to spell some words? Let's do it. The first word I want you to spell is the word fell. What's the word? That's right, fell. Let's finger spell it together. F-E-L. Go ahead and write it down on your paper. Don't forget your spelling rules. Awesome. The next word I want you to write is the word concert. What's the word? That's right, concert. Concert is how many syllables? Let's clap it out. Concert. How many? That's right, 2. What's the first syllable in the word concert? That's right, con. Let's finger spell it together now. K-A-N. Go ahead and write the first syllable of this word on your paper. Awesome. What's the second syllable in the word concert? That's right, cert. Let's finger spell it together now. S-er-t. Go ahead and write it down. Awesome. The next word I want you to write is the word spring. What's the word? That's right, spring. Let's finger spell it together. S-p-er-ing. Spring. Go ahead and write it down. Awesome. The next word I want you to write is the word will. What's the word? That's right, will. Let's finger spell it together. W-I-L. Write it down. Awesome. And for your last word, I want you to write the word arm. What's the word? That's right, arm. Let's fingerspell it together. R, Go ahead and write it down. Great. Are you ready to check your work? Awesome. The first word you should have written was L. Why do we need two L's in that word? That's right, because of the floss rule. The next word you should have written was concert. What's the word? That's right, concert. Way to go. The next word was spring. Spring. What's the word? That's right, spring. The next word you should have written was will. Why do we have two L's? That's right, the floss rule. And the final word you should have written was Does your paper look like mine? I hope so. Make sure it does. Great. Moving right along. All right, who can remind me, what is a syllable? Very good. A syllable is a word or part of a word with one vowel sound. What is it? Very good. A word or part of a word with one vowel sound. Awesome job. Today, we're going to learn about a new syllable division pattern. Sound good? All right. So, this is the word tiger. What's the word? That's right, tiger. What do we do? What's the first thing we do when we have a new word with more than one syllable? That's right, we underline our vowels and vowel phonograms. So the first thing we're going to do is underline this vowel and this vowel phonogram because it is R controlled. Awesome. Now we're going to label our vowels. We have a vowel here and a vowel here. What do we have between them? That's right, a consonant. So we are always going to divide this type of word up after the first vowel. So we're going to divide the word here, which will also be here. Now I'm just looking at this first syllable. Is this open or closed? How did you know? Because it ends with a vowel, it is an open syllable. So we're going to draw our macron, and we know that this word is tiger. Tiger. What's the word? That's right, tiger. Awesome job. So let's review the steps we just took. The first thing we did was underline our vowels and vowel phonograms, the I and the ER. Then we labeled our letters. We got a V.CV pattern. Next, we divided the word after the first vowel, and we knew that it was an open syllable, so it needed a macron. And then we pronounced our word, tiger. Awesome job. Are you ready to practice that with some other words? Great. Let's do the top two rows together and let you do the bottom row on your own. Thumbs up if that sounds good. Awesome. So let's take a look at this first word. What's the first thing we need to do? Underline our vowels. That's exactly right. So the next thing we're going to do is label our vowels and our other letters as well. Vowel, vowel, and we know this is a consonant. So where do we split it up? That's right, after the first vowel. And what do we know that that means about this vowel sound? That's right, it's going to be the long sound. Very good. Let's try the next one together. Where do you see two vowels? That's right. E is a vowel and O is a vowel. Way to go. We're going to label those. And we're going to split it after the first vowel. What do we notice about both of these syllables? They both end with a what? That's right, a vowel. So these are two open syllables, and we need to draw our macron over both words. All right, let's label this one, and then we'll go back and read them together. Sound good? Great. I see a vowel here. I see a vowel here. Vowel, consonant, vowel. We're going to divide it where? That's right, after the first vowel. And we know that that's going to make this a long sound. Now, let's go ahead and read these words together. Are you ready? Awesome. Motel, motel. Great. Hero, hero. Basic, basic. Awesome job. Awesome. Let's take a look at the second row. This time, we'll label them together, but I want you to do the reading. Are you ready? Awesome. So, what's the first thing we do? That's right. Underline our vowels. Way to go. Then we're going to label our letters. I see a vowel here, a vowel here. And because this is a blend, we're going to count this as one consonant, and we're going to divide it after the first vowel. So if this ends with a vowel, what do we need to do to this E? That's right, add our macron. Now I want you to go ahead and read me this word. Are you ready? Let's go. You should have read secret, secret. Awesome job. The next, let's take a look at the next one. I see a vowel here. I see a vowel here. Let's go ahead and label them. The letter M is what? That's right, a consonant. Where do we divide? That's right, after the first vowel. And if this ends with a vowel, it is an open syllable. So what do we need? That's right, a macron. Awesome job. Now I want you to try reading this word. What's the word? That's right. You should have read human, human. Awesome job. Great. Let's look at the next one. Let's start by underlining our vowels. I see a vowel here, and Y is sometimes a vowel, right? Way to go. So the next thing we are going to do is label them. I see a vowel here and a vowel here, and this is a consonant. So we're going to divide it where? Very good. Between the vowel, the first vowel, and the consonant. Now, what does this end with? That's right, a vowel, so it's going to be the long sound. And what does this end with? That's right, a vowel, so it's also going to be the long sound. Who can remind me, what does Y say at the end of longer words? That's right, E. Go ahead and read me this word now. Awesome. You should have read tidy, tidy. Awesome. Alrighty. The next thing I need you to do is go ahead and write down the bottom row on your own paper. So go ahead and write down this word. Awesome. Write down this word. And finally, write down this word. Great. Now that you've written these words down, go ahead and label your vowels, underline your vowels, label your letters, and then decide where to split up the syllables and add any macrons you might need. Go ahead and mark up the bottom row of words, and then we'll check your work. Are you ready? Awesome. Great. Let's go ahead and check your work. So the first thing we do is what? Yep, underline our vowels. Great. And then we label them. That's a vowel. This is a vowel. And this is a consonant. Where did you split this word? That's right. After the first vowel. Very good. And because this syllable ends with a vowel, we know that it's an open syllable and it needs to have a long vowel sound. Now, let's go ahead and read it. You should have read, very good, O, pen, open. Awesome job. Let's look at the next one. I see a vowel here and a vowel here. We're going to go ahead and label them. This will be our consonant. We're going to split it up. After that, awesome. Now we see that this ends with a vowel, and so we need our macron. Awesome job. Your paper should look just like mine. Now let's go ahead and read it. What's the word? That's right. Bonus, bonus. Great work. All right, we have one left to do. Are you ready? Awesome. I see a vowel here and a vowel here. We're going to underline them and label them next. This is a consonant, so where do we divide it? That's right. After the first vowel, we know that means that this is going to be the long sound, so we need a macron. Let's go ahead and read our word. Are you ready? Very good. You should have read omen, omen. Awesome job. Now let's read all of these words for fluency. You start with the top row. Again. Very good. You should have read motel, hero, basic. Now read the second row. Awesome. You should have read secret, human, tidy. Way to go. And let's look at the bottom row. Very good. Open, bonus, omen. Awesome job reading those words. Great. All right. The first word I want you to spell is the word broken. What's the word? That's right, broken. The first syllable in this word is bro. What's the syllable? That's right, bro. Let's finger spell it together. B-R-O. Go ahead and write that on your paper. Awesome. The second syllable in the word broken is what? That's right, ken. Let's go ahead and finger spell it together. K-E-N. Awesome. Go ahead and write that on your paper. Awesome. The next word I want you to write is the word music. What's the word? That's right, music. How many syllables are in the word music? That's right, 2. So the first syllable is mew. What's the syllable? That's right, mew. Let's finger spell it together. M-U. Go ahead and write that on your paper. Great. The second syllable in music is what? That's right, sick. Let's go ahead and finger spell it together. S-I-K. Awesome. Go ahead and write it on your paper. Awesome. The next word I want you to write is the word event. What's the word? That's right, event. Let's go ahead and find out how many syllables are in it. Let's clap it out together. Event. Awesome. What's the first syllable? That's right, E. Go ahead and write the syllable E on your paper now. Awesome. The second syllable in the word event is what? That's right, vent. Let's fingerspell it together. V, e, n, t. Go ahead and write it down. Awesome. Now add the suffix that means more than one. So we want there to be more than one event. Add it to that word. Awesome. So the next word I want you to write is the word student. What's the word? That's right, student. Let's clap it out to find out how many syllables it has. Student. Awesome. So how many syllables does it have? That's right, 2. And what's the first syllable? That's right, stew. Let's go ahead and finger spell it together. Ooh. Go ahead and write that down. Awesome. What is the second syllable in the word student? That's right, dent. Let's finger spell it together. D, e, n, t. Awesome. Write it down. Now, add the suffix that means more than one student. If you're ready to check your work, say, oh yeah. Great, me too. The first word you should have written was broken. Did you get it right? Great. The next word you should have written was music. Awesome. The next word you should have written was event, and then added the suffix that means more than one. And the final word you should have written was student, and then we added the suffix that means more than one. Does your paper look like mine? Awesome. Now let's read these words. You go first. Awesome. You should have read broken music, events, students. Way to go. This is a learned word. What is it? That's right, a learned word. A learned word is a word like a sight word, but we want you to be able to spell it and write it. This is the word add. What's the word? That's right, add. Add is spelled A-D-D. How is it spelled? That's right, A-D-D. Let's go ahead and write it on our paper 3 times while saying the letter names out loud to lock it in our brains. Awesome. A-D-D, add. A-D-D, add. Awesome. One more time. A-D-D, add. Great work. What's the word? That's right, add. Awesome. Now we're going to learn a new learned word. This word can't be sounded out, so we're going to memorize it. This is the word because. What's the word? That's right, because. Because is spelled Because, because. How is it spelled? It's spelled Because, because. Awesome work. Let's write it down on our paper 3 times while saying the letter names out loud. Are you ready? Great. Because, because. Because, because. And finally, Because, because. Awesome job. Cover up your eyes. What's the word? That's right, because. And how is it spelled? Very good. Because, because. Awesome job. Alrighty, now it's time for our dictation sentences. Really quickly, who can remind me, what does every sentence start with? That's right, a capital letter. And what do we find at the end of every sentence? Very good, a punctuation mark. And what do we need all of our words to do? That's right, they have to be spelled correctly, and we have to make sure that the sentence makes sense. So, awesome job. The first sentence is, the student's arm is broken because he fell. What's the first sentence? That's right. The student's arm is broken because he fell. The first phrase is, the student's arm is broken. Repeat. Very good. The student's arm is broken. Go ahead and write that on your paper now. All right, the second phrase is, because he fell. Repeat. Very good. Don't forget to look above you for helpful words to spell. Go ahead and write because he fell on your paper now. Great. Are you ready for sentence number 2? Awesome. Sentence number 2 says, we will add a music concert to the events of spring. What's sentence 2? Very good. The first phrase is, we will add a music concert. Repeat. Great. Go ahead and write, we will add a music concert on your paper now. Don't forget to check above you for spelling. Great. The second phrase is to the events of spring. Repeat. Very good. To the events of spring. Write it down. Awesome. If you're ready to check your work, say, oh yeah. Great. Me too. So for sentence 1, we have the student's arm is broken because he fell. Awesome. So you should have written, the student's arm is broken because he fell. The reason that we have this apostrophe S here is because the arm belongs to the student. So we need to make that possessive. Awesome job. Let's go ahead and check sentence 2. We will add a music concert to the events of spring. We will add a music concert to the events of spring. I see that we have capital letters, I see that we have punctuation marks, and I see that all these words are spelled correctly. Awesome. Let's make it spicy. Okay. In sentence 1, read me the word that is the opposite of fixed. That's right. Broken is the opposite of fixed. In sentence 2, read me this word. Ing. What's the word? That's right. Spring. In sentence 1, read the words that are tiger words, the words we've been learning about today. Very good. Student is a tiger word, and broken is a tiger word. Awesome. And in sentence 2, carrot is to vegetable as rap is to, that's right, music. Awesome job. A carrot is a type of vegetable and rap is a type of music. Way to go. All right, now it's time for oral reading. We're going to read these sentences. The first thing I want us to do is go ahead and identify any of our tiger words in sentence 1. I see one here. I see one here. And I see one here. All right, go ahead and read all of these words. Great. You should have read, from the moment she opened the gate to her garden, I could smell Miss Ivy's lilacs. Awesome. I see a tiger word here. And that's it for this sentence. Go ahead and read sentence 2. Great. You should have read, since I was a baby, I loved to come and spend time here. Awesome. Let's look at sentence 3. I see a tiger word here and here and here. Go ahead and read sentence 3. Great. You should have read, I learned about planting tulip and iris bulbs, responding to rodents, and weeding each week. Awesome job. Let's take a look at sentence 4. This is our only tiger word. Go ahead and read sentence 4. Great. You should have read, Miss Ivy said I was a good student. Now let's look at sentence 5. This is a tiger word, this is a tiger word, and this is a tiger word. Go ahead and read sentence 5. Awesome. You should have read, she even let me take corn and other treats to her pony, Edith, at the end of the day. Awesome job. Thank you so much for joining me today. Who can remind me, what is a tiger word? What kind of vowel consonant pattern is it? That's right. It's a V.CV pattern. And where do we divide it? That's right. After the first vowel, which makes this a long sound, like in the word tiger. Awesome work. Thank you so much for joining All Memphis for all of these lessons. It's been a treat. Thanks, y'all. Have a great summer.